Well, good morning. Here it is. It's Monday morning. It's November the 7th, and hope and pray. Hope and pray you had a great weekend. Hope that you were able to enjoy, maybe some time with your family. Maybe hopefully you were able to worship, if not with us somewhere, yesterday morning, and now hopefully you're feeling refreshed on this Monday morning. God has certainly blessed us. We were very fortunate. We missed the bad storms and everything, and of course we need to be praying for those that have been affected by that and other things on this Monday morning. But anyway, this morning I want to share with you a devotional entitled "Godliness and Persecution." Matthew chapter 5, verse 11, it says, "Blessed are you when they revile and persecute you and say all kinds of evil against you falsely for my sake." If you're living a godly life, your very presence, can be an irritant to some out there. The example that you set is a rebuke in a way to a person who isn't living a godly life. You see, it's not so much, what you do to that person, but just who you are, what you stand for, what you believe and whom you follow that may irritate them. In the Beatitudes we've been looking at, Jesus said in verse 10 of chapter 5, he said, "Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of God, of heaven." Now, righteousness, by its very nature, is confrontational. Even when we aren't preaching it, it confronts wickedness, by just the very contrast of it. Jesus, he pointed out in John chapter 3, verse 20, he said, "For everyone practicing evil hates the light and does not come to the light, lest his deeds be exposed." Persecution can show itself in a lot of ways. Sometimes it's through force. For instance, all the apostles except one died the death of a martyr. Throughout church history, millions of Christians have also died as martyrs because they refused to deny their faith in Jesus Christ. Many on the other side of the world in many foreign countries are facing the same thing, they're dying for their faith. But even in the United States, we do face persecution, although not on the same level that many believers around the world face it. But persecution isn't limited to just someone striking or threatening you. It can also include just harassment or even mockery. Maybe people have ostracized you, because of your faith. Maybe you faced that. Maybe what it's like to, maybe lose a position because of your commitment to Jesus Christ, or to be, the odd one out in your family because of your convictions as a believer. Because that too is a form of persecution. Yet, what does the Bible say about this? Well, in Matthew chapter 5, verses 10 and 11, it tells us that we're blessed. A word that can also be translated into happy, in this passage. If you're pure in heart and you're merciful and all the other things, that the Beatitudes list, then you know what? You're acting like Jesus, and you see that will bother some people. Just simply following the precepts and the things that Jesus stood for, when he walked on this earth. Just standing for that is going to be an irritant to this world. Our world is not friendly to the gospel. The gospel itself is offensive to a dark world, and just by simply following those things where, we're going to be at odds with our world. But that's okay. Jesus told us that was going to happen. He told us that we were going to face persecution because of the fact that he did, we will. But God will bless us for it. God will bless us in the end, and our reward will be great in heaven. And so, anyway, I hope that encourages you here on this Monday morning. Hope you have a wonderful day. Remember, Angie and I, we love you guys, and we're praying for you. And Lord willing, I'll see you tomorrow morning. God bless you.